Hello students, welcome to the next topic in the model 3 of options. So today we'll discuss about the binomial model, that is the second type of valuation in an option theory, right? So before we get into, let's try to have small understanding about the binomial model. So binomial model as a theory, what it says is every share price, as if you look at today the current price of the share, right? So there is an equal chance of probability, right, of either increase or the decrease, and the theory of the binomial is purely depend upon the theory of probability, right? So probability would be given a chance of increasing or the decreasing, that is upside or the downside. So we call it as an S1 and S2, right? We don't talk much or detailed analysis of the binomial model here. So only thing is what we need to look at here is only the application of the binomial model to the option theory. Fine. So what is that we can do here is, so we need to calculate the call option price by using in a binomial model, and this is applicable. Presently the syllabus focus only to the call option theory. Fine. So the call option price of an option can be calculated by using the binomial model, that is C equals to Cu, open the bracket, I minus D small d divided by U minus D plus CD, open the bracket, U minus I divided by U minus D whole divided by I. Let's try to understand each of these variable, right? What is Cu, right? C suffix U, that is called as increase in the price. So U stands for upside and the small d stands for decrease in the or downside price, right? U stands for upside price and D stands for downside price, right? C stands for call price upside, call price decrease or downside, right? So Cu, that is increase in the price or upside price, can be calculated by taking S1 is greater than exercise price. So S1 is the increase in the price. So as I said, there is a one S1 and S2, right? Over a period of time in the future the price may rise. So if it is a rise in the price, we call as S1, right? Either it can also drop, the drop in the price what we call as a S2, right? So S1 refers to increase in the price, so it is denoted by U, that is upside or upper price. So S1 is greater than E, right? So what is the difference between increase in the price and the exercise price is called as a Cu. Then we come across CD. D stands for downside or the decrease in the price. So it is represented as C2 is less than exercise price, and the condition here is either the CD, that is decrease in the price, should be a positive value, right? If it is a negative value, right, so what we need to take it as a 0. Either the value should be a positive value, either the value should be a 0. If the value is negative, we take that as a 0, right? The condition is maximum positive value or it should be 0, but we get a negative value, we should consider that as in a 0. Fine. U, then comes the, what is U? U is a percentage increase. So here we take S1, that is increase in the price, divided by S0, and small d is decrease in the price. S2 divided by S0 is what? Decrease in the price. Fine. Then I value, I we take it as I equals to 1 plus RF into T. RF is the risk-free rate of return into time period to expiry. T, that is time to expiry of the contract divided by 12. Fine. This is how we can substitute the values and calculated the binomial model. This is about the conceptual about the formula for the binomial model. Let's proceed with the first question here. The first question, what it says is calculate the value of a call option if the current price of the stock is 100 and will either increase to 110, that is S1, and decrease to 90, that is S2 at the end of the 1 year, that is time is 1 year, assuming that the risk-free rate of interest is 8%, that is RF is 8%, and the exercise price capital E here represented as E, it is 100. Fine. So if you want to calculate, let's first calculate Cu. Cu is in S1 in, greater than E, exercise price, 110 which is greater than 10, the difference is 10, right? CD, that is decrease in the price, that is 90 minus 100, we are going to get minus 10 as a negative value. But the theory of binomial says that either we need to take that as a 0, right? Or if we have a negative value, we should make it as a 0. If we get in a positive value, we have to take that as a positive value. If not, we need to take that as in a 0 value. U is equals to S1 divided by 0. That is 110 divided by 100. We get it in the value as 1.1. D small d equals to 90 divided by 100. We will get it as 0.9. Fine. Then let's calculate I value. I is equals 1 plus RF into capital T, right? 1 plus RF is 0.08 into 12 divided by 12. Since it is the contract is for 1 year, so 12 divided by 12 is a 1. So we get the value I is equal to 1.08. So once we get the values of CU, CD, U and D and the I value, let's substitute the values into the main formula. That is CU, we got it as 10 multiplied by 1.08 minus 0.9 divided by 1.1 minus 0.9 plus, since C suffix D, that is we have a 0 value, anything you substitute you will be getting as a 0, then whole divided by 1.08. So we come to know that the call price, right, possibly today it is should be traded into the market for C is equals to 8.33 rupees. It is not the percentage, it is 8.33 rupees. That is the call price of a binomial model. Fine. So this binomial model also we can use for the hedging ratio, right? So since we are using future about the hedging ratio, so either this binomial also helpful for calculating the hedging ratio. When we use a binomial model, we should calculate the call price by using binomial model, and also we need to calculate the hedging ratio. Fine. And the hedging ratio formula goes like that: CU minus CD divided by S naught into open the bracket U minus D, right? CU is 10 minus 0, it is 10 divided by 100 open the bracket 1.1 minus 0.9. So we get the hedging ratio as 0.5. That is half of the contract requires to be hedged for reducing the risk, right? So now the thing, the input is like, how do we come to know it is a binomial model? Sometimes they will very clearly will be giving you the apply the binomial theory, or based on the nature of the question where we have a spot price and we have a possible prices, S1 increase in the price and the decrease in the price. Looking at the nature of the question what is being asked, we have to identify it as a binomial model. If not, possibly the straight away they will view this as a binomial model, so that we can apply. Fine. By this we'll close the question 1.